Perfecto. Aquí
Vale.
estamos. Okay, what's up? This is Feliciano, and I'm sitting here with our client, Adam. And our client has become conversational before 4 months. And I thought I'm just inviting him for an interview to talk about the history and how exactly we have helped him to get there and inspires you to become conversational in this case or fluent in Spanish. So, Adam, congratulations, well done.
Gracias.
Perfecto. Y ahora en español, por supuesto. Let's show your amazing Spanish, ¿ok? En primer lugar, Adam, ¿podrías presentarte?
Sí. Soy Adam. Soy de Reino Unido, soy de Gales, en Reino Unido. Vivo en Buñola, en Mallorca, desde hace 4 años. Vivo con mi pareja y mis 2 hijos. Tienen 8 y 5 años. Van de la escuela en Buñola también. Por mi trabajo, soy director de datos en una empresa de viajes llamada Hotels en Mallorca también. Sí, y me gusta mucho vivir aquí. Y sí, tenemos mucha suerte porque es un pueblo muy pequeño, pero muy bonita. Es muy buena para los niños
Sí.
y nos gusta mucho. Y la gente es muy genial, me cae genial. Sí, eso es
Perfecto.
mío.
Súper. Fantástica introducción, Adam.
Gracias.
Genial. Muy bien. And now in English, how did you feel before starting with us?
Yeah, I think I was having some basic Spanish and I could understand some things. But daily life was quite difficult when I had to go outside my comfort zone.
Hmm.
You know, very basic things of like were difficult. Going to school meetings, being sociable in the village with other parents, doctor's appointments when it got beyond anything very simple, getting your car fixed and understanding what they're talking about. So I think there was a lot of like barriers to daily life, although this was still very enjoyable. I found it was quite difficult, and I think the main point was you can't really relate to people as you want. No, you can't really have even a small conversation of any depth. Very superficial interactions. So not awful, but difficult.
Yeah. And I remember our first meeting, Adam, it was completely in English. We couldn't manage in
No, I
Spanish
couldn't
at
manage
all.
the introduction or the the full meeting in English or any like real sentences now beyond very simple stuff. I think that's changed now. I find the interactions in daily life not very difficult, quite a lot easier. Still, sometimes there's problems, but generally, like much easier. Yeah.
Yeah. And now how do you feel after having completed the conversational level?
Yeah, much happier actually. Quite pleased to have done it. I think my feeling is, as I say, like so daily life now. I don't worry about appointments or like I don't have to prepare. Now I don't have to think about it when I go in. So on the practical level, that's really much better. And the other thing I really like is going out and about. Like when I meet people, I can actually have a conversation, passing conversation in Spanish, and that's really nice. I really like that a lot.
Perfect.
Really good.
And what did you like the best about our coaching so far? What's your highlight?
Yeah, I think it's about consistency, and that is something that I needed. Also, I think this may not be true of all people from Britain now, but I think that British people have not learned languages in a good way in school. And I didn't know how to learn a language properly, and I think this taught me how to learn a language. So I think that for me, although occasionally I get a bit busy and things like that, right, and I'm not as consistent as I would like, I think the application of the consistency and the toolkit of knowing like what to do and how to approach it and what you need to do to get the progress, for me has been the highlight now. I think it's more about learning how to learn than the actual content, for me, because I didn't know how to do that, and I was trying, but I wasn't getting anywhere. So I was actually having lessons, but I wasn't progressing in any way. I mean, I think the progress in the last 3 months or so has been vastly quicker than the last 3 years of slowly doing bits and bobs now and trying different things and it not working and stopping and starting. So I think the application of a consistent routine and what to put in that routine was what I've learned, which has been great. It's been really good, and I will keep that on. I think now that's what I will keep, because I don't particularly. I don't want to stop here. I want to get to a C1 now. I want to get to a really fluent level if I can, which I think I can now. I think I've got the tools.
For sure, yeah. And how did it impact your personal or professional life?
Well, it's really nice to be able to have small conversations with colleagues in Spanish. I really like that. I think socially, it's really nice to be able to, even to understand what people are talking about around the table. No, it's really nice socially. So for me, on a social level, in work and also around other parents and socially, it's been really, really nice to be able to have like decent conversations. It's nice. I really like it. So I think it just gives you a feeling of like more of a feeling of belonging and more of a feeling of confidence now that you can interact socially and not really know what's going on a bit.
Exactly. And before starting with us, could you have these conversations that you are having lately, or even building your Spanish social circle as nowadays?
No, I wasn't able to have conversations in Spanish now. I still have some way to go now, but I'm getting there, and I feel like now I don't worry if there's some Spanish, or even if a group conversation turns to Spanish, I can kind of follow it and interact a bit. But I think no, I wasn't having any of that before. That was really difficult, I think. So I think that's completely changed for me. Still, as I say, some way to go, but I'm on the path, and it's good.
Exactly. Perfect. And are you always in Mallorca, or are you busy with your job, family?
Yeah, we are in Mallorca. I'm in a moment of change at the minute. I'm changing jobs, but so very much looking forward to that change. And I've got a couple of other things going on, but very busy. I know family is busy, but life's good. Life's good. Very happy. We're happy.
Yeah. You are father. You have kids. You have
There's always something to do.
There's so many things to do. And also you I remember you are traveling oftentimes to conferences in England. Then you are moving to Mallorca, so you have a really busy life with your family, with your job, and still you are crushing it with the Spanish. So it's amazing.
Yeah, I think that's one of the other good things. It has been a busy few months, and being able to fit this in around busy schedule, right, is really, really helpful. And also a little bit of the accountability, to be able to do it, to make sure you do it, is really helpful. And also pushing to have the conversations has been really helpful. And I found that those conversations we have in your daily life, and you try and get your 50 minutes a day, or like a language exchange, has been really good. I think they really help your progress. They're really good when you get them. So I think like the Corso role fits with somebody who's busy. I find I am usually.
Perfecto. Muchísimas gracias, Adam. Estoy muy contento con tu progreso y todavía tenemos tiempo, ¿ok? We have room for improvement and yeah, let's
Gracias a ti,
continue. Muy bien, perfecto.